Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This time we have President Joe Biden going up against former governor of South Carolina, Nikki Haley. In this prediction, Nikki Haley's pretty much a very establishment Republican, so in some ways she might do better in some states that Trump did somewhat poorly in, but overall I think in the Rust Belt she's actually going to be far weaker than Donald Trump, mainly because Donald Trump used a lot of populist rhetoric in his speeches, and he's more populist than Nikki Haley just in general. So that overall might hurt Nikki Haley in the Rust Belt, but we'll see in this video. Okay, I think I set up all the safe states. Wait, Colorado, can't forget about that. Okay, let's start off with this prediction. So we're going to start with Alaska. She's an establishment Republican, and establishment Republicans do well in Alaska, so I see her winning the state by over 10. In the state of Iowa, I see this going down to a likely state, mainly because I don't think Nikki Haley could get the margins Trump could out of the rural areas here, because she's really not that much of a populist and sort of a neoconservative. Don't think she would fare that well in Iowa. Even to Ohio, I think it's only going to be a lean margin for her. She only wins by 4.5%, just barely, almost getting to likely. But I just think she'll just not be as populist as Donald Trump is in this state, which will definitely hurt her in the rural areas in Ohio. She might do better in the urban areas, but then again, rural turnout will go down for her. In the state of Virginia, this is one state I see that she could do a little bit better than Trump in, but overall, it's still not enough to win the state. Same with New Mexico. Honestly, I think it would just go to over 10 with Joe Biden. I really don't see her appeal to Latino voters in this state, so I don't think she'll be able to win it. However, the state of Texas, she'll probably be a safer bet than Donald Trump to win the state of Texas, mainly because I just see Greg Abbott, establishment Republican, doing very well here in the state, so I think she'll have similar margins to him, but not as much. It will only be like a 7 to 6 point victory for her here. In New England, I could see Maine just going as likely. Well, Maine's second, honestly. It might just flip for Biden here because will she be able to get the rural voters out? I'm going to say probably not. I could see Maine second just flipping to Joe Biden narrowly. In New Hampshire, I could see her having a bit better of an appeal than Donald Trump in this state, but she'll still lose the state by like 4 points against Joe Biden. So let's see here. Let's do Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina next. Florida, I see her winning by about 8 points against Joe Biden. Most Republicans will be able to win here, even if they're not that good of a candidate. North Carolina, I see it only as a tilt margin in favor of Nikki Haley. I could see Biden even beating her here, but I think her being from South Carolina will definitely have, maybe that's somewhat of a home region effect in North Carolina for her. But in Georgia, I think it'll narrowly tilt in favor of Joe Biden. I just think overall, Georgia's just becoming a lot more bluer of a state over time. So I think Nikki Haley's going to have a hard time winning in the Georgia suburbs. I think Biden will still beat her here. Plus, Joe Biden's approval rating is ticking upwards nowadays, especially in the Rasmussen polls I've been seeing. Nevada and Arizona, honestly, I see Nevada going with Joe Biden as well. Just don't see Nikki Haley's appeal among Latino voters. And I see Arizona narrowly tilting towards Joe Biden, too. So we're down to just 4 states, and Nebraska second, which I think would go towards Joe Biden by about 3 points. Minnesota goes to Joe Biden again. Honestly, Michigan, is her approvals that bad she loses by a likely margin here? I'm going to say she's pretty much like an anti-populist, so I could really see Biden just winning over 5% against Nikki Haley at this point. I think she's a bad candidate. Same with Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. Just she's not populist enough to really win in these areas. She's probably better off just focusing on Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada as a pathway to win. But even if you give her all those states, I'm not sure if that's enough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it isn't. So that's my election prediction, was Biden versus Nikki Haley. Overall, very weak nominee by Republicans. Really shouldn't pick her if they want to win. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.